Brunswick School has come into the news. So you teased it earlier. The Brunswick East Primary School, that neck of the woods, very sort of trendy green left part of the world, isn't it? In Melbourne, and they don't like Mother's Day. They think it should be Appreciation Day or Acknowledgement Day because apparently mother is too gendered, right?
That's right. And the good news is I think that you won't have to have a Mother's Day and a Father's Day lunch. We can just combine it all into one, can't we? We don't need two acknowledgement days. They said they're going to do the same for Father's Day and Acknowledgement Day. This is presumably for kids who might not have a mum or a dad. This has always happened in schools. It's always been tricky for kids who don't have a mum or a dad on Mother's Day or Father's Day. They usually make something for a grandparent. I just think this is political correctness gone mad.
I'm all in favour of this, Jane. I went to a Mother's Day function at my little fella's school on Friday, and because I took the boy's mother couldn't go, my wife couldn't go, so I took Grandma along, and I was the only bloke there. It felt terrible. It should just be until a mate turned up.
Look,
bring
Chris,
everyone together. Just make it non-gender fluidity appreciation of everyone day.
Look, I was a single mum. I used to wonder how my daughter felt on making presents for Father's Day, but we always found a grandfather or an uncle or someone, and it's. The thing that really honestly worries me about this nobody gets hurt Acknowledgement Day stuff is you're always going to be hurt in life. Life is about building resilience and taking hard knocks. I feel desperately for children who don't have a mum or a dad. I've been there, but calling days Acknowledgement Day and papering over it is not the answer. Yeah,
it is just ridiculous, Anna, isn't it? But this is just so symptomatic of all of this sort of progress.
Yes, isn't it extraordinary? I mean, you know, wrapping these kids in cotton wool, preventing them from this idea of being offended, you know, flaming this culture of offence just harms these kids when they have to go out into the world, and it harms all of us as well. It just sets us up for this kind of disastrous society where we're shocked and offended and upset by everything, and that's a disaster. I mean, oh boy, I just can't... Can they even say "oh boy" at Brunswick East? I think that would be ruled out.
Now, I saw someone on television today, a lefty, talking about people manning the booths, and I thought I couldn't say that. As a bloke, if I said that as a right of centre middle-aged bloke, I'd be shouted down. I think it was Lenore Taylor on Insider said manning the booths or whatever. Stephen, please. Can you give us your guarantee as a Labor Party right-wing factional leader? Make sure Bill Shorten does not outlaw Mother's Day.
No, unity ticket here. This is absolute inner-city drivel. This is the epicentre of the anti-vaxxers. Yeah, Brunswick, as we were laughing just before, is hipster central. This is just pathetic. Just pathetic.
Yeah, it is. It is, and we've got to talk about it and highlight it every time it comes back up. So hopefully we can slap it down, so that if there is a shortened plebiscite Labor government next week, they don't start bringing this stuff in nationally.